Well, good afternoon, folks. This is a pen and journal here. This is Randy. I'm going to do a video today. It's going to be the first of two on mechanical pencils, lead pencils that I like. I've got one old one that my daddy gave me. I've got one that I've had for a little while, several, 2-3 years, and I've got one that's brand new that I just bought a couple weeks ago. Lead pencils are good. A lot of people, that's what they like to journal with. I've journaled with a lead pencil. I've taken notes with a lead pencil. I use lead pencils to, mark on leather. Use it to mark on wood. So I use lead pencils, and I do enjoy, writing or taking notes with them too. Not just an ink pen, but I do like the mechanical pencils. Sometimes just writing with lead is kind of nice, so that's a nice way to do it. I don't know how many of you out there use, lead pencils, mechanical pencils, or just a lead pencil like this. It's got an old-fashioned sharpener you sharpen. So just a nice little leather cover. So I use these in the leather shop down here. I've got this one. This is another cover. My daughter made me this when she was in high school. Made out of some kind of clay. It's hard. But I don't even know what he's called. He's just a man. Kind of ugly, but I just keep my pencil over it. He just kind of slide my pencil in. He just kind of sits down here and stares at me. So the first pencil that I want to go over, this is a pencil that my daddy used. My daddy was a draftsman coming up. He worked for General Electric. Which he got laid off when I think I was 16. But he when they drafted back then, when they drew stuff and designed stuff, they didn't have a CAD machine on a computer. They didn't have computers. They didn't have any of that stuff. It was all drawn on a big drafting board by hand. So he used some specialized stuff. So this was his drafting pen right here. So he brought this thing home to me. He actually gave it to me when he got laid off. So he had a bunch of stuff he was digging through, and he asked me if I wanted it, and I said, yeah. So I got this. I've got a couple other things of his in there, but I've got his little calipers and different things, but I got this pen. It's even got his name on it, and I don't know what he put his name on with. It's been on it. You can't rub it off, so it's a permanent mark on it. So, but anyway, this pencil right here, this lead pencil right here. I might have said pen, but this lead pencil right here, it's kind of a strange looking. And I think they still make these. I'm going to do some research on it, see about what I can find out on this thing. But I think they still make these. I think I've seen them different places. So this thing is called an Adapto 56.11. And you may can see it right there. I don't know. You may can see it right there on the side. I don't know. You can see there. You can see some writing, but and it's got some more writing, but there's like some glue stuff. I don't know what it is, but you can't get it off. And it might have been, my daddy might have made a homemade pocket clip for it, because it doesn't have a pocket clip. It's just a straight pen. I don't think he carried it in his pocket anyways. I think he just keep it on his drafting desk. But this thing is all metal. You can see the tip of it. That's metal, that blue. It's kind of cool looking with that blue tip. You got some jimping here, which is just, they machined it for it to be rough. so you can grip it real good. So when you press this down, this clicker down, as I call them, the whole piece of lead will come out. These jaws will come open like that. You can see they'll come open. You see it here. They'll come open, and that's the lead pencil lead rather. And on the pencil lead it says U.S. patent number. It's got a U.S. patent number. Made in USA. Can't tell what that says. It says 2H Eagle. So I'm sure it's number 2 lead. I can't read that. It says T-O-R something. But anyway, electronic 2H, whatever that means. But it's, and I'll show you where I wrote, but it just slides back in, and you can just slide it in as far as you want it to go. And then you got a piece sticking out, or you can just keep it up in there and it keeps it from getting broke. And then when you're ready, you can slide it out. But my daddy always kept it with the lead up in it. That way, he don't have to worry about breaking it when he's not using it. So the body's red. It's got the jimping down here. It's got the blue clicker that you actually, the mechanical part that you get the lead in and out with. I don't know how many pieces of lead you can put in this thing. You can put more than one. I'm not sure. But like I said, I'm going to do some research on it, see if I can find something on it. But I've had this since probably 16 years old. My daddy brought a box of stuff home when he got laid off. He went to work with another company doing the same thing, which I ended up getting the CAD machines later on, like in the late 80s and stuff. So, but, he gave me this, and I've had it ever since. And I keep it in my toolbox. And I mark leather with it. If I want to, you can, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the marking on the leather. Also did a little scribbling with it. This is a regular number 2 pencil, wooden pencil, and this is that mechanical one. You can see it's a good dark, rich looking lead. So actually, the lead's thick on this thing, but I would imagine you could journal with it or write with it. But he always also had a big eraser, one of those big fat erasers that's separate, because this doesn't have an eraser. This cap does not come off because you put the lead in from this end. So there's no eraser with it, that I can see. None of it comes apart. So you have to use those big fat erasers. And I used to have some, but I don't know if I have any in here or not. I used to, but I don't have any. But you can get those. You can get those big fat. You can get those big fat erasers that when we were in school, we would always buy. So, for this, a normal mechanical pencil comes with an eraser. So that's pretty much all about this. Like I said, it's called an Adapto 56.11, and I'm gonna try to do some research on it, and whatever I find, I'll let everybody know. Like I said, you can hear the lead in there, but. The second one I'm going to do this is one I've had for a while. And it's actually a stainless steel Parker Jotter lead pencil. And this lead in this one is 0.5. It's pretty small, if you can see it or not. It's a pretty small lead. This one, I wouldn't use this one to do any woodworking or anything with. This is more for writing, jotting stuff down, or if you want to journal with it. And it's just like the Parker Jotter, stainless steel Parker Jotter ink pen. There's one difference that you'll notice. Right here on the tip of the clicker, you mash this down to get the lead out. Well, this has grooves cut in it where the pen doesn't. So I think, and I don't know for sure, but I would think that they probably put those grooves in it so you wouldn't be looking in your pocket and trying to figure out which one was which one was lead, which one was ink. So I think that's why they put those grooves on there. You can see them. It's got the Parker. It's got the Parker pocket clip, the Arrow pocket clip, which I love. You just click it to get the lead out. And to refill it with lead, you just pull this. I'm gonna get it over here in case I drop it, but you just pull this little cap off. Most mechanical pens are that way. Then you got your eraser right here. You got your eraser. Let's see. You got that. So, and these are good erasers. They write good. I mean, not write good, but they erase good. And it just comes out. Okay, so pull it out, and that's what it looks like. You can adjust the eraser. You can, as you use it, you can kind of pull this little metal part and slide the little metal part down a little bit to get more eraser. So, and this one's got a good bit of lead, so there's where your lead goes right here. That's where your lead goes right here. Just goes down in that tube right there. You can see. Well, wrong way. There we go. You can see that. You can see that right there. So you can see where the lead goes down in there. And let me get some so you can see it right here. You can see the lead sticking out. But you just put your lead down in it, and then once you do that, you just put your eraser back on. Okay? I know most of you know that. Then you just put the little clicker down, and then when you want a piece of lead out, you just click this. I'm gonna show you a little something here. There's some nice writing lead, I will say. I think this is some refill lead that I got at Staples or Office Max. So you can get any of the 0.5 lead for this. So I've also got I've got a Zebra lead pencil that I've got them upstairs. I've got probably 3 more lead pencils I'm going to go over, but for today, I got 3. But if you want a good looking pen or lead pencil to carry in your pocket, take notes on the job or journal or whatever at home, or just anything like that, make a list. This lead pencil's good. Drawing, if you want to sketch something out for work, which I do sometimes, the nice thing about it is I can erase it, change it a little bit. So carries nice. It's got the Jotter. The only thing about these lead pencils like this, you got to be careful when it's in your pocket, because it'll kind of poke through. But this is a nice lead pencil, nice mechanical pencil. So if you're interested in that, you can get the set. You can get the stainless steel pen and the Parker stainless steel mechanical pencil. You can get them in a set. So that's a nice set to get somebody for a gift or a graduate or Christmas present, or just get yourself. They look just alike, except for, like I said, these cuts. There's several grooves cut in the top of this. That's just so you can distinguish one from another. So the last one I got is a brand new one I just got a couple days ago, and this is I love this. First impressions on this, well, first impression on it is it's got a little weight. It's got a little heft to it. But it's a Write in the Rain. It's a Write in the Rain lead pencil. It's a 1.3 millimeter lead pencil, and you'll see how thick the lead is. So number OR13. And this thing comes, and it comes in orange, I believe yellow, let's see, I think a green, and maybe black. I think they got 4 colors, but you know, you can buy them off of Amazon, or you can buy them off the Right in the Rain. I've got allergies, sorry, but you can get them off the Right in the Rain website, or I bought this one at Amazon. They got a Right in the Rain display. It's got the pads, the little notebooks, and then they got the poker pens with the Right in the Rain ink. They got these lead pencils, and they got an orange ink pen to match this, and a military OD green. So my first impression of this thing is, I guess I'd say heavy duty, kind of heavy duty like me. I'm kind of heavy duty. I'm not heavy, but I'm heavy duty. So the reason I bought this is I've been eyeballing them, but just like looking at it, it's pretty hefty. But I do storm damage assessments, hurricanes, tornadoes, ice storms, or whatever. So I always have to use a Right in the Rain pad just in case it's raining or snowing or anything like that. So I've got the orange Right in the Rain pen in my little notebook I use, my little plastic opening notebook where I've got my pad. So I wanted to try one of these. First impressions is good, you know. You can see on the end here, well, I keep doing it the wrong way. I don't know if you can, but you can see, let's get this light. You can see the jimping, kind of like on a knife. I call it jimping. It's, you know, it's like they just cut lines and they rough it up for you to get a good grip on it, to hold it real good. I don't know what they call it, but I call it jimping because it reminds me of jimping on a knife. So it's got that, you can see there. It's also got a little bit up here. It's got a, you know, pretty heavy duty pocket clip. And I'm gonna do another review on this thing. I'm gonna do one in the field using it. When I get that chance, I'm gonna do a good review on it. After, you know, maybe a year, I'm gonna come back with it. But you know, to get the lead out, and you can see how big the lead is. That's the lead right there. You can see. That's the lead. So you can just work this and you can get the lead to come out. To put more lead in it, you just take this top off, and you can get these erasers from Right in the Rain. So I'm gonna hold this one good because I know what'll happen. I'll drop it. And you know, anytime you drop something, just about every time, it never bounces out in the open. They always bounce, gets up under something where you can't see it. I've always wondered that. Why? That's kind of like a mystery to me. Why, when you drop things, even stuff that you wouldn't think would bounce like that, it goes up under something. But anyway, that's my rant. But so you take this off, and this is the eraser, okay? I'm gonna lay it here on the table so I won't drop it. And you can see this little clear tip right here. You can see it right here, okay? That's where you get your lead, and well, it won't come out, but I'm gonna have to order me some more lead. But that's where your lead goes in. So you put your lead in to refill this, and then you just take this eraser tip and you just push it. You just push it in. You just push it down to get the lead to come out. See, and there's the lead. So the reason I bought orange, the reason I like orange or yellow versus the green, if I drop this in the field, if I'm walking in the woods, because sometimes when a power line goes on the edge of a road, then it'll have a pull off where the power line on the road to keep going, but you also have another primary power line that'll go cut off and go down through the woods where they just route it somewhere else. So I have to get my stuff and I have to walk that pull-off, that called pull-off. So I have to walk it out, and it may take me 30 minutes to an hour sometimes to get to the end of it. So I'm walking way down in the woods or a swamp, whatever. Sometimes in the snow, sometimes through a swamp or in a, around a swamp. So the reason I bought this was because it's orange. If I hadn't had the orange, I would have got the yellow one. So if you drop this, I'm in the woods or on a road, dirt road or gravel, something, I can look down and find it pretty easy. Another first impression, this is a nice looking pen, pretty cool looking pen. You can see right in the rain on it. Then if you turn it around the other side, you can see the size and the model number. But first impressions to this thing, first impressions is good. Now, I hadn't carried it. I will carry it in the field. I'm sure it's going to write good. And it writes good. I mean, it's good, big. That's it. And that's it. And that's it. So you can see how thick the lead is. It's close to being as thick as this one. The lead in this one. Size comparison. Do a size comparison with the Parker. You can see it's bigger than the Parker. This is a heavy duty pen. Like I said, I'm heavy duty. I consider myself as heavy duty. Not heavy, but heavy duty. So, I like stuff that is built good, that lasts. I don't abuse stuff, but something that'll take some abuse. Which, this will take some abuse. It's a good heavy duty, fairly heavy duty ink, a lead pencil. But this one, that's my first impressions on it, because it weighs more than these other two I went over. So I'm definitely going to use this in the field. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna try it out, and I'm gonna do another video maybe toward the end of the year. Depends on how many storms I do toward the end of the year, and I'm gonna do a follow-up review. This isn't really a review. This is just an ink pen talk. So I'm gonna do a review on, how this thing has done, how it's performed, anything I don't like. And I don't know if I'll find anything negative about it. It's like I said, first impressions, I think it's a great pencil, lead pencil. So with that, I hope y'all have a great Sunday. I hope you're safe. Hope you guys have a great week coming up. God bless you. Be safe out there. If you like this channel, subscribe to it. Hit a like. Hit the bell. And if you use one of these, let me know what you think about it. If you hadn't, I know Academy Sports has them. I know Right in the Rain has them. And probably, I would say Amazon. I've never seen these in any office product places. But I do believe this is going to turn out to be a very nice pen. So with that, I'm going to get off of here. And until next time, God bless you, and I will see you later.